Lawmakers in New York are looking at legislation to decriminalize sex work between consenting adults.
Supporters say this will strengthen protections for a vulnerable community. Capitol correspondent Elisa has more.
Sex workers are pushing for legislation that would remove some of the barriers they face when it comes to addressing and reporting crime in their field of work. Assemblywoman and key sponsor of the bill, Jessica Gonzalez Rojas, says it's important for people to know the bill will not make sex work legal, but would decriminalize it.
It takes away criminal penalties, it prevents raids from happening, and ensures that sex workers are safer.
Advocates say this will help sex workers come forward when there is an incident of coercion or violence. Rojas says in her community, most of the people involved in sex trade are trans women.
And often there's no other choice. But if they choose to do this, we want to protect them.
Reporting in Albany, Elisa.
Today, community members, legislators, and advocates called on lawmakers to decriminalize consensual sex work. CBS 6's Ashley Dagger is live for us in our Albany bureau tonight.
This bill is known as Stop Violence in the Sex Trades Act. It would decriminalize consensual sex work, clear prior criminal convictions related to the work, but keep laws in place relating to minors or trafficking. In New York State, adults who consent to sell or buy sex can be criminalized with fines, charges, and jail time.
There are so many people that do not have economic opportunities, do not have the same access that other people have, and so they look towards survival sex work, consensual survival sex work, to put food on the table and to take care of their families.
According to the Sex Trades Act, also known as SVSTA, the criminalization of consensual sex work drives it into an illegal environment where sex workers face increased violence, abuse, exploitation, and are more vulnerable to trafficking.
If this is what you want to do, we as legislators should be fighting for your rights.
Within the bill, it would change the law in place that creates sex work illegal in New York State. It would also give more rights for people in housing and health care and remove prior criminal records of sex workers or alleged sex workers.
We want to make sure that if people want to be able to exit the trade, they can. Reducing stigma and criminalization, it'll prevent things like housing discrimination.
But if it makes it out of committee and signed into law, it would take effect within just a few months. Live in Albany, Ashley Dagger, CBS 6 News.